Hi guys, my name is Isela.
My name is Nicole, and this is Muchachalacas.
Cheers.
Cheers. Nice. I feel like that was a really loud gulp. So today, we're going to show you one of our many talents. We wanted...
Crochet.
We wanted to crochet. So, what are you making?
I don't know yet. Granny squares, but I don't know what I'm going to turn them into yet. I think I'm just going to make one giant granny square, see how big it is by the end of the video. We'll see what happens.
Smart plan. I am working on my scrap blanket. So I just had a bunch of yarn that I knew that I wasn't going to use anymore. Like, I didn't have enough to make anything. So I just started making it into a blanket. It's pretty big because I always...
Wait, are these soft ones?
Yeah. Oh, this is velvet.
If you guys could feel that. That's cool.
Yeah.
Love it.
Maybe I'll show it once it's done. But it's pretty big. It's pretty big. So
it's gonna be huge.
It's gonna be gigantic. I don't know why I always make gigantic blankets. I just feel like if I make them too small, they're not gonna cover me when I'm sleeping.
Not gonna be as comfortable.
Yeah, like if I flip over or whatever,
or if your feet stick out.
Yeah, exactly. And I'm like, ew. I don't know if I want that. Like, it pisses me off when the throw blankets do that. So I always try to make them big enough for it to not happen.
I know, me too.
But then I make these gigantic king-size blankets, and I'm like, how am I ever gonna finish them? I don't know.
This is the first time I'm crocheting and speaking. I try to avoid it because it's not me. As crocheters say, it's like a meme, isn't it? It's like not talk to someone when they're crocheting.
Yeah, because when somebody talks to you when you're counting stitches and you're like...
when you lose your count, it's the worst part.
Yeah. But we're trying to implement like a new segment, I guess.
A new series. Some would say.
Should I say the full name?
Yeah, why not?
Okay. So we're calling this Bitchin' and Stitchin'. Because we're gonna be talking about some stuff while we're stitching.
We decided to do another Reddit episode because the last Reddit episode was so fun.
It was fun, yeah.
And I feel like it's good to have like the conversation while we're crocheting.
Yeah.
Love it.
Hopefully we don't get sidetracked and we just don't listen to each other.
Or when you hear me and my mic going,
you're like, 1, 2, 3.
It's like from Pitch Perfect. She's like, 1, 2.
Yeah.
But yeah, so we each picked out some stories and we are going to react and stitch while reacting.
And give our opinions.
Yes.
Yeah. So, take it away.
Hit it. So I'm going to read my story first to Nicole. So we're going to do Am I the A-hole again, but I also have one from Oh No Consequence.
Yeah, and then I picked some from Am I Wrong or Am I the Devil? Which is basically, Am I the Devil is basically just taking the worst of the worst from Am I the A-hole and just putting them on another.
Oh.
Yeah. So.
Easy.
Yeah, so essentially.
Okay, so my first one, me, 39 female. What? Okay. So the poster is 39 female, okay? That it's worded weird.
OP.
It says, yeah. The OP. It says, my ex-husband, 38 male, has been dating this woman for 3 years. For context, she is 24 years old. My ex and I were married for 12 years and have been divorced for 5 years. And we have 3 kids together who are now teenagers. My ex and I got a divorce because we were young when we met and got married, and we grew apart as people. It was a mutual decision, and we agreed our kids came first and have always co-parented well. This has been the case up until the last year when his girlfriend moved in with him. I feel like that's how they always start.
I know. Yikes.
Yikes. Where am I at? Previously, we would do holidays and kids' birthdays together, but now when she is present, they won't even sit near me at our kids' sporting events. I have always been nice to this woman, despite my kids expressing they do not like her and that they feel their dad acts differently when she is around. My ex told me early on that she wasn't a fan of me and felt I intimidated her. When I asked him for examples of how...
the ex did that?
The ex said that the
She-
OP intimidates her.
Oh, like the current girlfriend?
Yeah.
Wait, but then I'm confused. So
The girlfriend told the ex.
No, yeah, but before that, so when they have sporting events, like the girlfriend and the ex don't sit near her?
Mhm.
Oh, okay. I thought you meant the kids didn't. I was like, whoa. Okay, never mind.
That'd be
I was
crazy.
like, that'd be crazy, yeah.
Okay, but when I asked him for examples of how I intimidated her, he said it's my face, that I have a resting bee face, and it makes her uncomfortable. My ex and her got engaged over Christmas, and my kids were less than thrilled, my daughter especially. She feels her dad made a major life decision without even talking to them about it first. My ex isn't... Wait. So my ex called me yesterday saying he's giving me a heads up that I have a year to change my last name back to my maiden name, as his fiancée is expressing her distaste and concern for her and I to have the same last name when they get married. I told him we agreed in our divorce that I could keep his last name until I felt the need to change it, and that is what is listed in our paperwork. I told him that I didn't want to have a different last name than our kids. He said I'm being unreasonable and refusing to see how this would make his fiancée uncomfortable. I told him I can't see it from her side because I am a grown-up and not an immature child like she is. He told me I could ask anyone about the situation and everyone would agree with her. So, am I the a-hole for refusing to change my last name to make her happy?
What's the vote on it?
Not the a-hole.
Okay, I agree.
Yeah.
Okay, so my thing is, she's the girlfriend's 24.
Yeah.
And he's how old?
38.
Ooh. So, okay, one, I do agree with like maybe the maturity level might not be all there. Not saying that the girl isn't. Like, obviously, I don't know her.
Mm-hmm.
But I just, okay, well, maybe it's just me personally because I don't want to change my last name even if I get married. I can't see myself being
not
Granellos. Yeah. So I guess it's just like whatever to me.
Yeah, especially because if they agreed on it and it's literally written in documents.
Yeah, it's written in documents. And he's like, well, it's going to make her feel uncomfortable. I'm like, dude, one, you didn't check with your kids if they wanted you to marry this girl. You didn't check with like anybody about your life decisions. So what makes you think that now you can go and tell everybody else what to do just because it makes her feel bad?
And it's also like, it's been 17 years and that's been her name, you know?
Yeah, that's her name. Yeah. That's literally her name. Because if she changes it, she's got to change her social. She's got to change her license. She's got to
process to
yeah,
change
and
your
it's
name,
expensive too. The other day at work, this lady told me it costs like $400 to get a name change.
Really?
Like, I'm sorry, is she gonna pay for your name change?
Oh, that's nuts.
Yeah.
So one of these comments says, tell him you'll only consider changing your last name back to your maiden name if you can change the kids' last name as well. And if he doesn't agree, he can sit on it and rotate.
Okay, but I also feel like that's exaggerating a little bit.
It has 26.4K upvotes.
It's because, I mean, yeah, because he's taking it kind of far.
Well, the OP replied to that one. I didn't even see. It says, I did offer that as a solution, and he completely lost it, saying he is their dad and they deserve to have his last name. Yet when I said I wanted the same last name as our kids, he told me that wasn't a legitimate reason to not change it. So he's just being crazy.
Clearly, age doesn't mean maturity.
Mm-hmm.
Because I feel like he's being a little bit out of proportion.
I just don't think it's fair to be in agreement 24/7, and then as soon as someone new enters your life, to be like, well,
yeah,
actually.
It kind of feels like she's like the new lady is kind of micromanaging because she did say at the beginning like
she feels intimidated.
She feels intimidated. She doesn't sit with them in sporting events, so it kind of feels like she's trying to isolate this man.
Yeah,
I don't know.
I agree. I agree. Not the a-hole because.
Yeah.
What's your name?
It is your name. At this point, it's been 17 years. Yeah. What's your name?
I like this comment. It says, if I get married, I will not change my last name for the same reason, unless they have a really cool last name like Fight Master, Pendragon, or Power.
Yeah, agreed.
That's so funny. I think I would change my last name to Giles, to Hood,
to Hemmings.
I just think Isella doesn't sound good with anything except for my last name. So
I feel like if my name was with anything else, it wouldn't be so spicy. Like it wouldn't have the same. Because then it would be Nicole, not Nicole.
Yeah, true.
You know.
What if you were like a Gonzalez or a Garcia?
I feel like it doesn't sound right.
No! Wait,
did he hurt you?
No, this is fine.
Mango.
A little. It's like random.
Just
though.
Doesn't crochet. No, because then he's gonna attack you with the yarn.
Like I'll set this one out. I'm sure they would much rather see him than me crochet.
Hey! Oh no!
You're fine. You're not gonna fall.
No, it's because he's gonna keep doing it. That's why I'm like, I'm down. Oh, Mango, stop. Hey. Stop! It's because he's getting comfortable, so he's gonna start doing it. That's why I'm like,
as long as he doesn't low fund me. Okay, here. Bye.
Dude, he's done that to me when I'm on the toilet, like bare legged, and then he just like, you see like the 5 little claws on my leg, and I'm like, okay, my turn. So this one's from r/am I the a-hole. So, am I the a-hole for not wanting to pay for my sister's wig after I called her a bald-headed broke bitch?
What?
Yeah. So this person was voted not the a-hole. Poo mode.
What does that mean?
I don't know, but that's what it was voted. OP is 17 male, and he says, my sister, 18 female, decided to get a pixie cut. She had for about 2 weeks now, and now she hates it. She came to me and told me that it's embarrassing that my hair is longer than hers, and she wants me to shave my head. I told her that I would not shave my head, and that if she doesn't like her hair, she should just get a wig instead. She told me that she doesn't have money to buy a wig, and I told her to ask our parents to get her one, and she told me that she wasn't going to do that because they were the ones who advised her not to get her hair cut in the first place, and it'll be embarrassing to admit that they were right. She then again asked me to cut my hair, and I told her no. She then got mad at me and told me that no man actually cared about their hair, and if I wanted to be a girl so bad, I should just say that instead.
What?
Yeah. This pissed me off, so I told her that it wasn't my fault that she was a bald-headed broke bitch, and if she wanted to get a wig, she should just get a job instead. She was not happy when I called her bald-headed and went to go tell our parents. Our parents got mad at both of us for arguing, and then after they got done yelling at us, my dad told me that he wants me to pay for my sister's wig.
What?
He told me that I had to pay for her wig because what I said to her was disrespectful. He said what she said was wrong, but what I said was worse. I told him that I only said that because she kept antagonizing me. He kept insisting that I pay for the wig. He kept insisting that me paying for the wig was going to be my punishment, and he'll think of something for her. I told him that I've been saving my money since I started working, and I wasn't going to spend any of it on her. Rightfully so, I think. I told my dad that if he takes that money out of my account, that I wasn't going to speak to him until he puts everything back, because knowing my sister, she's probably going to try to get the most expensive wig. My parents are upset with me because they said I'm trying to run away from accountability, and they find it unreasonable that I would try and punish them for that. I don't see why they couldn't pay for that for it themselves. I definitely don't think that what he said was as bad as what she said.
I agree. I think that it's not fair because like she was like, no, they told me not to get it anyways.
Yeah.
And then they're still getting mad at the brother.
Yeah.
Even though she knew that they said not to get it.
She like caused this whole thing.
And
in my opinion.
Yeah.
She caused the whole fight because she went up to him and was like, shave your head because I'm embarrassed about myself. I'm sorry. That's not his fault. Exactly. And then she was like, if you want to be a girl so bad, then maybe you should just let it grow out. I'm sorry.
Like, what?
Why? That was very out of pocket. Where did that even come from? It's just because he called her a bald headed girl. Yeah. And then one of the comments is saying, your parents are hypocrites because accountability also includes having to live with natural consequences of one's own choices. Mm-hmm. So it's hypocritical of them to try to force you to be accountable in a way that actually allows your sister to avoid consequences. And if they take your money without consent, they're also tyrants.
Tyrant.
Yeah, apparently. And then there's another one that says, this is like ruining the brother to save the sister. There are so many options available for inappropriate... There are so many options available for appropriate punishments, and they had to choose the worst one. These are just unimaginative parents. The appropriate one for the sister is to not get a wig and make her live the consequences of her unthoughtful actions. Mm-hmm. And then another one says, parents are taking the easy way out of parenting. This way they don't have to buy her a wig. By saying that she is bald, etc. is worse than accusing you of gender confusion. Also gets them out of having to parent her for being a damn demon. Because it was just the demon emoji. She drew blood first. Always remind people that they are gobsmacked that you dared to counter their behavior. So I agree with the comments. Mm-hmm. Not the a-hole at all.
I don't think so either.
I think, this was literally her mistake. She's the one who decided to cut her hair in a pixie cut.
She should live with the consequences.
Yeah, and I definitely think the parents are being unproportionate.
I think it's also not fair too because she's like older, right? So
he's older.
Oh,
but by a year.
Oh, okay.
He's she is older. Oh. He's 17. She's 18.
I feel like that should be a lesson for her.
Yeah,
as entering like
adulthood.
Yeah,
it's like, hey, maybe don't be so impulsive. Maybe you are gonna hate.
That is not. And if everyone gets bad haircuts,
it'll grow back. It would be bad if she had like alopecia or something like that where she couldn't grow it back. But even then, he shouldn't be held responsible because it's not his responsibility.
He didn't cut her hair.
Yeah, it's not like he went in the middle of the night and shaved her head.
Crazy.
Yeah. So, not the a-hole, in my opinion.
Agree. I don't think he is either.
Crazy, huh? I saw that and I was like, I know. It pissed me off too. I was like, absolutely not.
Absolutely not. Okay, wait. I have to so I don't lose it.
You're like, wait.
1, 2. Okay. This is what I've done so far.
It's a cute little square.
Okay.
I don't think I can measure my progress.
I'm like, get to it.
I will.
Oh, wait, how fast do you do it?
It's pretty quick because it's just 2 in each like little gap.
What kind of stitch is that?
Double crochet.
Oh.
Are you familiar?
Just kidding. I might have dabbled in the double crochet view.
Or as the British say, the treble.
Remember that one stitch we both found out about? The tchin.
Yes. Worst thing in the world. It's so difficult.
Did you make anything out of it?
I did, and then I didn't like it, so I was like, just kidding. Like, it's really nice in the finish, but
it looks so cool when they do it with all of the like loops on the hook, but it's hard.
It's more time consuming, and as is crochet's time consuming.
And I found it kind of difficult. But I also really tried not to stray away from double crochet.
The basics. Sore.
A little
intervention? No, not intervention.
Intermission. Okay. Anyways, back to business. This one is from Oh No Consequences. So there's not going to be like a verdict.
Crazy story. Okay.
I think it is crazy. but I don't think that we're gonna be like, not the a-hole. Or
Okay.
whatever.
Gotcha.
Okay. So at first it says that my writing isn't the best, and this isn't grammar class, nor is this a professional storytelling app.
Ay.
Nor. Okay. So this is my now ex-friend, Sarah, 27 female.
She just doxes her. Damn, Sarah.
Already off to a bad start. And it's Sarah without an H.
The worst of the worst. Just kidding.
Sarah has been with her husband, 27 male, John. I was going to say, still trying to think of the nickname for John, for over 10 years. Now, they aren't legally married, but call each other husband and wife. They have 2 children together. Just last year in January, Sarah got caught cheating on John. It has been going on for a few months. She doesn't have a license or a car. He would drop her off at work, and then she would leave with the guy afterwards. There will be times she says she's with someone, but with the guy. Yikes. When she got caught, they were separated for a bit. Once she found out he reconnected with his high school ex on social media, she went to direct message her and said that they're still married and that he's cheating on her instead.
That already makes me mad.
Yeah. She cried to me about it, and I did look at her like, what? I told her, he only messaged that woman, and you're already this hurt. So imagine how he felt when he found out you've been doing stuff with another guy. She promised everyone that she wouldn't do it again. Fast forward to May. She got caught cheating again, and this time he was done with her. They were still living together, so at first, the new guy would park at the street to pick her up. It eventually got to the point where he was confident enough to park in front of the house. Oh, that's crazy.
I don't like Sarah.
Sarah's the biggest red flag
Sarah's crying about the same things she's doing. Even worse.
She literally hey-girlied the high school ex just to...
She did, just to go back and cheat on the husband again.
Gross.
Sad. Sarah, boo.
Have you seen? It's like more offensive
like you.
It's more offensive to thumbs down than it is to flip off. Okay, anyways. She moved out in June, and that was the end of their marriage. Okay, now on to October. Sarah found out that he reconnected with his high school ex again and that they're now dating. She went full-on crazy in jealous mode. She told him, of all people, why her? She made up lies to the kids and everyone that he cheated on her with his high school ex. She was the reason why they broke up. She as in the high school ex.
Yeah.
She was...
So Sarah was saying that the high school ex was the reason they broke up?
Yeah.
So lack of accountability all around.
Is this a reoccurring theme in today's episode?
Probably.
But during that time, she was trying really hard to get back with John, and he just wouldn't budge. She made up all kinds of excuses to talk to John. Sadly, she even stopped seeing her kids, too. So she would pick them up at least once or twice a month if they are lucky. Now, at this
Where
point...
are the kids staying at this point? With her?
Or with John? Yeah.
Oh, my God.
Now, at this point, she was having problems with her new man. They were arguing every day, and to the point where he hit her a few times and chipped her tooth. Oh my gosh. She cried again to me. She told me she couldn't believe John would move on so quickly. What? Lately, John has been so mean to her and was always on his girlfriend's side. She even said he loved his girlfriend more than he ever loved her. Now, she even made me choose to not be friends with her. Now she even made me choose to not be friends with her. It was either her or John's girlfriend. Why is that even like...
What is wrong with Sarah? Sarah, you need help.
Oh my God, no. She needs to go to talk to
intervention.
Somebody. Literally. She needs to talk to somebody about this. It has to be rooted in...
I know that people that do things like this know that they're wrong. Like, they know. But I feel like Sarah has absolutely no self-awareness.
She's not in the wrong.
She thinks she's the main character. Oh my God, I wanted to get...
Yeah, I was going to say...
After this.
It's not over yet. But why is it even like you pick me or his girlfriend?
Yeah, like why is
she
it
your
an
friend?
ultimatum? Yeah, I don't understand that. And also, what if he moved on? Clearly you did too.
You moved on well into the marriage.
While you were still with him. So why should it be an issue that he moved on? I think you need to get your priorities straight.
Ew. I don't know, but
major ick.
Yeah.
Bad.
But now at this point, my husband is closer friends with John, and there's not much I can do. I told her, you cheated and you messed up. You had it good with John, but because he wasn't what you wanted, you left him and your guys' kids. Now you found someone who hits you when John never laid a hand on you. Needless to say, I'm glad my relationship with her is over. And then the top comment is, sadly, your friend is emotionally immature and lacks self-esteem, needing to seek validation with other men. Until she figures it out, she'll be good for no one in a committed relationship. Saddest thing is she abandoned her kids over her insecurities and jealousy in a situation that was entirely of her own making.
Yeah.
And then it says, my ex did something similar many, many years ago. She abandoned our kids when she left with her side guy. My kids, who are all adults now, hate her and have zero relationship with her. She became a grandma in January and didn't learn about it for 2 weeks and only found out through Facebook.
Damn.
And then the OP said, she wasn't there for her kids, but got jealous when kids were showing some emotion to the new girlfriend. They're only 4 and 6, so you would imagine how much they want a mother love in their life. It got so bad to the point that John's sister and mother cut her off, and she still didn't see what she did wrong. She truly believed that the girlfriend implanted stuff in their heads to hate her. She really is narcissistic and a manipulator. That's exactly it. She's just
I can't believe that she thinks, like, truly, fully believes that she did nothing wrong.
Mm-hmm. I can't imagine, like, thinking that.
I know.
Like, what do you mean?
But I mean, we have self-awareness. Clearly, Sarah's lacking in that department. Because how do you go on cheat? Not just once, twice, while in the marriage. Yeah. And then still blame the guy because he finally was fed up and moved on. And clearly took the kids because you weren't going to do anything with them.
Yeah.
I don't understand.
And then get upset when the kids
needed a mother, and so they looked to the closest motherly figure they could have. Yeah. I don't understand. Sarah, boo.
Like, it sucks what happened to her and her relationship with that guy.
Yeah, but also...
well, she should have left him, too. Like, as soon as he did that.
Yeah, she should have left him.
I think this is a case of something like therapy.
Yeah, this is, like, trauma that she needs to work through, because what that comment said, it's true. She seeks validation from external, like, from men, basically. So she would, there's women like that, and I've seen so many of those stories on TikTok where it was like, my mom would prefer to, like, she would always choose the man over her kids, and so then the kids would suffer, obviously, because the mom's choosing this boyfriend, and the boyfriend ended up leaving anyway. So she would always do it for attention.
That's weird.
It's like that movie, have you ever seen John Tucker Must Die?
Mm-mm.
You should. It's on Hulu. It's a rom-com from, like, the early 2000s, but the main character's mom, she's like that. Like, she just dates a bunch of guys because she needs validation.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
I feel for John.
Yeah, I'm glad he's moved on. I hope he's doing well.
Yeah.
John.
Sarah.
If that's even your real name.
Jonathan.
Do I do a long one or a short one? Ooh, wait, I want to do this one because we're always talking about baby names.
Let's do it.
So this one's from Am I the A-hole? So it says, would I be the a-hole for not wanting to change my baby's name? I'm 8 months pregnant and have been purposefully holding off on revealing my baby names and gender, but since it's so close, me and my husband invited my parents, his and his sister Ashley, who's 17. Okay, that was written really weird. So they invited her parents, the husband's parents, and then his sister, and then Ashley, who's 17. Yeah. And there's
I like how she's the only one who gets a name.
Yeah. It's important for later. So dinner was going great until we announced we're having a boy and we're naming him Sean. My in-laws...
Wait, what kind of Sean? Like Cian or Sean?
Cian? Cian, no, it's Sean.
No.
With the W.
No offense to the Cians out there. I just need to know. It's important.
You know what? When I was little, that's exactly how I would pronounce it. I would pronounce it scene. Like C with an N. Scene. Why would you do that? Like, Sean.
It's an Irish thing, isn't it? I think it's Irish.
I don't care. That doesn't make sense.
Or is it Sean like Shaun? Have you seen those ones?
No, this is an SHAWN.
Pretty normal.
Yeah, really boring. Anyway, so we're having a boy and naming him Sean. My in-laws got a little quiet for a moment before my mother-in-law asked if there was any other options we'd considered. We took forever to pick a name. Sean is the only one we could agree on. Mother-in-law told us that that's the name of Ashley's old bully who tormented her heavily in school and online during 2020 and 2021, and it got bad, so bad that she switched schools.
Okay, wait, I didn't mean to laugh that it's like the bully, but that's like crazy that that's the first place that they think of.
Wait,
like,
no, it'll get somewhere.
No.
It'll get somewhere. Anyway, so she had to, it was so bad that she had to switch schools. But it got awkward after that. There wasn't much else to say, and dinner ended quickly after. My mother-in-law texted me and my husband again and again to ask us to change, to find a new name for Ashley's sake. Would I be the a-hole for not wanting to change it? We were only able to agree on it a few weeks ago. Edit. We didn't know that that was the name of Ashley's bully until my mother-in-law told us at dinner.
I would imagine so.
Yeah, we didn't know beforehand and we didn't know beforehand and picked it anyway. And then, okay, so that was the post. So let me tell you, what would you do? Like, ask you, what would you do?
Well,
okay, I have one thought. Out of all of the names out there,
Sean is the only one you can agree on.
Sean is the only thing you could agree on. Sean. Like, I'm sorry. I just think there's so many better names out there than Sean. I'm sure you could come up with another one.
All of our Sean's unsubscribing right now.
Sorry.
No, I feel like first, I would personally ask Ashley if it would bother her. If this is just the mother-in-law like doing it for her sake, just in case, I would be like, okay, Ashley, what do you think? Like,
that's a good point.
Because if it's just the mill being like, because but I don't know. I don't know if I would change it, but I would be like, understand that that wasn't the intention, and that I don't think it should be an issue.
Yeah.
What do I know?
For real. I agree. I think I would ask Ashley because at the end of the day, she was the one who got bullied.
Her trauma, her experience.
Yeah. But I mean, also, if it was bad enough that she had to switch schools, it must have been really bad. So,
jeez, I don't know.
Let me read you some of the comments. So it says, not gonna lie, I would pick a new name. Not because I had to, but because I wouldn't want my child to have to listen to BS for years about how he shares a name with his aunt's bully, and his mom didn't care enough about their family to pick something else. I fully expect that it's your son who will suffer for this choice, not you. There's a name in my family that's kind of like Sean. It's also my father-in-law's name. My partner understands it can only ever really be a middle name due to the connotation the name has in my family. Either compromise or get used to the idea that your child might have a distant relationship with this branch of the family.
Oh, that sucks. That has to be the.
But I mean, they do have a point. I hadn't thought about that until I read that comment. And I was like, "Ooh, you're right." Because the child, every single time, they're gonna be like, that was your aunt's bully's name. Yeah,
that does suck. The child would face the consequences of that. I don't know. I guess, I wouldn't do it for the sake of the mother-in-law being like, you have to change it. But also,
and you know what? I think I think the original post was changed because a little bit after they posted that, somebody commented and it says, "You're the a-hole. Usually I'd be on your side, but you commented that the bullying was bad enough that she tried to take her own life. I mean, you do have the right to name your kid whatever, but why would you want to do that to this family?"
Okay, yikes. That was not mentioned in the first one.
It wasn't mentioned in the story. That's why I'm saying maybe she deleted it.
Yeah.
Because she didn't want to be called an a-hole.
Ooh.
But knowing that, you know.
That does kind of
Also, why wasn't your husband aware of the bullying if it's his sister?
Yeah. Yeah.
He should have known.
If it was that severe.
Yeah, he should have known.
Now I'm questioning the
validity.
The husband's motives, though, because if that's the one name that he could agree on, and it's his family's history, kind of
because look, there's multiple comments talking about like unaliving and stuff. So I think it was part of the original thing, and then she must have changed it.
What the heck? Yeah, that is bad journalism.
So it says, aside from everything, I'm stuck on the fact that you can't possibly find any other name better than Sean. LMAO is Lamo. Am I the only one who's fixated on this? And then it says, right, no offense to all the Seans, but that was the weirdest spelling of the name.
What?
And then it says, even my coworker Cian hates it when they misspell his name like this. And then it says, to be fair, Sean is the most phonetic of the common spellings of that name. Pronouncing Xian as Sean seems pretty weird to me. Agreed. Agreed.
At least we can all agree on one thing.
We can all agree on, like, why Sean? I'm sorry, but why?
No, for real. That makes sense.
I don't know. After reading all of the comments and, like, knowing more information,
I
think you're the a-hole.
But I still do think, like, just ask the sister.
I think, ask her. But I feel like overall, I don't know, like, if I was her and I knew all of the information, I think I would feel some type of way about it.
Yeah. Well, yeah, it does sound like she changed everything just to
seem like she wasn't.
For people like us to be like, nah, you're not it.
Exactly.
But the proof is there.
The proof is in the pudding. I never understood that saying. What does it mean?
Why would that be in the pudding?
Yeah, why would the proof be in the pudding? I don't understand. Someone please tell me. Someone explain.
I'm not the person to explain. I just don't get it because I don't know. I think the husband should be more aware.
Oh, I thought you were talking about the pudding.
Oh. Also, too, I don't get it because why is it in the pudding?
Yeah, why would it be in the pudding? But yeah, I agree with you. Why wouldn't the husband be like, perhaps not. Maybe not. Because I think if it was me personally, and like if I knew that a certain name in my family was going to be very triggering for whatever reason.
Oh, yeah.
I would absolutely say, like, whenever it came up in the list, I'd be like, you know what? That cannot be it because of this, this, and this. No questions asked. I'd be like, moving on. You know?
No, I agree. And do you think they even had a discussion like, maybe we should change it? Or they were like, sorry, that's the only one we like.
So. I feel like they were just like, nope, sorry. We debated for weeks, and this is it. This is the only one that we liked. I'm like, okay, well, John is an option. If you're wanting to go for basic,
John is an option.
I mean, if you want basic, Thomas, John. No offense. That rich man laugh.
No offense.
If there's any Johns, Thomases, Sean's watching, we apologize.
Yeah. I was gonna say we don't apologize, but
well, we apologize.
We apologize because
your parents were not creative. Me with Nicole as my name. But
I don't want to speak.
Why?
Can they hear us?
Yeah. They're in their apartment now.
Oh. That's them?
Oh. Probably down the hall.
Oh.
If it was right here, it would sound like they were right outside. Because every time they open the door and close it, it sounds like they're coming in here.
And then we're in here like,
yeah, we're in here like, Sean.
We're like, oh, for the past 4 hours.
The rich man laugh.
Wait, let me refill. Wait. Vegas. Oh. We should clink and.
I love our rich man laugh.
I do that.
Why did you sound exactly like? Wait.
I feel like the energy flowed through my body and I became the vine.
That was a knee slap. Oh my god.
Your turn.
To do the imitation. I don't know if I can top that. Wait, I can't even stop laughing enough to do it.
I'm crying.
Wait, I have to. I'm gonna cry. Oh my god. And you said out of nowhere too. I was like about to move on and you're like, you're like, oh, I do that. Oh my god.
That was funny.
Oh, I do that.
Oh my god. Do you even remember what the reference of that is? Why is he saying that?
Yeah. Because it was like that meme of the person and they were in bed and they like tucked their feet under the blanket, you know? It was like the person's feet and then the blanket went under. And then he was like, oh, I do that.
I do that.
And then I saw it, I was like, oh, I do that too. Oh, I do that too. You were watching it on your phone like,
oh, I do that too.
Yeah, on my iPod Touch because I didn't have an iPhone back then. Oh, I'm cramping. Oh,
no, I'm hot.
That was funny. All right,
my eyes are all watery.
It's your 10. Okay. Oh, that was so funny.
How much do you think you've done?
Like 10 stitches. I don't know. It was like halfway when I started it.
Like it's been an hour and 20-something minutes,
and I've done nothing.
This is all I have to show for it.
It's so tiny.
I'll wait for you to. So when you
wait, make a clip out of this. Gotta flip it.
So this is my last story. It is from I Am the A-Hole, and it is titled, Am I the A-Hole for blowing up on my husband's friend after her wife died? And it was declared not the A-Hole. Oof. We'll see. I did not read this one, and it's kind of long.
Live reaction?
We've been saying that a lot lately, live reaction.
Oh, I still need to get your live reaction. It's okay, we'll do it after this.
We should make a compilation, a little counter.
Take a shot every time we say. Take a shot every time we say no, literally.
That's crazy.
Every time we laugh, I'm just kidding.
A shot every time we say, hit it.
Once. We've said it twice in this whole thing.
I mean, if you're binge watching all of our episodes.
Okay, maybe. But imagine if you want just one episode and you want to, like, you're getting ready for a night out, just take a shot every time we say, no, literally, that's crazy. Yeah. Or what else? What else do we say a lot?
What?
Oh my gosh.
No.
Do we say? No. I don't know if we say that.
The way I. No. That's a dramatic.
I do that.
Every time we rich men laugh.
Yeah. That's a new one.
I feel like it's gonna stick.
It has to stick.
And every time we
every
time one of us takes a drink of our
That's a lot of shots. Maybe not. Maybe just stick to that. That's crazy. No,
yeah,
literally.
No, they'll have a lot with. That's crazy. Anyways, okay, it says my husband, 36. No. Whoa, this one starts exactly the same way as the other one does, where it's like my age and name, husband, and then age and gender.
Huh.
Like the same 4 words.
That's crazy.
Maybe that's just Reddit etiquette. I don't know.
Reddit etiquette.
Did I just invent that? No.
No, I'm sure it's been.
Okay, OP is 36, female, and the husband, Ian, is 44, male.
I love when they put names. I wonder if they're real names or.
It feels like we're watching a show when they have real names.
I know. It feels yeah.
I like it.
But I just wonder, are they using like their actual names or?
The ethical part of me is like, no, they wouldn't.
What? People don't have common sense.
I know. If you posted a story on Reddit, would you use real names?
No. I would use like random names because then if that person came across my story, they'd be like,
that sounds familiar.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly. So if I used real names, they'd be like, oh, that's me.
If I ever find one of your stories on Am I the A-hole? I'm like,
I don't think I'd ever post on Am I the A-hole?
I don't either.
I don't think I'm an A-hole.
That's not me. It's not gonna get tired for me. I think it's funny every time.
That TikTok, we should put that TikTok in the audio. Oh, I'm embarrassed.
Okay, but Ian is close friends with a woman named Jenna. They have been friends for a long time before Ian and I got together, so I know her fairly well too, but we really have nothing in common and we're not exactly friends. I don't really see any issue with that, do you?
With them being friends?
Mm-hmm. Especially if they've been friends since before.
Yeah.
Anyways, Jenna's wife, Laura, very sadly and somewhat suddenly passed away early March. She was terminally ill, but responded to treatment very well and was expected to survive another 2 to 5 years. Ooh, that's sad. She's been leaning on Ian heavily for support, which I understand, but she's been at our house every single day since, and even sleeping in our guest room most nights because she doesn't want to be home alone, which would be okay, except she's getting more and more passive-aggressive towards me and weirdly territorial of Ian.
Ew, okay, I don't like where this is going.
I've reminded myself that I don't think I could stand to see a happy couple for months if I lost Ian, and to be patient, it's not personal.
Okay, I get that. Yeah,
I'm like
if she, like if she was going to, what's her name, Laura's?
Mm-hmm.
If she was going through Laura's situation,
no, Jenna. Laura's the wife.
Oh,
yeah.
Okay, so Laura is saying that if she was going through Jenna's situation,
no, Laura's the one who passed away.
Okay, well then what's the name of the OP?
There is no name.
Okay, well, I'm gonna give you a name. Okay. Mary.
Okay.
So, and then who's the wife that died? Laura?
Yeah.
And Jenna is the friend.
Jenna's the friend. Laura's Jenna's wife.
Okay, so let's say Mary lost her husband and she was in the same situation that Jenna is, where she was staying at like a friend's or whatever. She wouldn't be able to see a happy couple for a long time because she lost her couple.
Oh, I see. Yeah. I see. Okay. That makes sense. Thank you.
Yeah.
Okay. My birthday was on Sunday. I got home Saturday after a morning out and Jenna was there. I was making small talk when I asked Ian what time he made dinner reservations for the next day. Jenna inserted herself right there and asked Ian if he was going to be out the next day, and he said yes. She started panicking and saying that he couldn't, and she wasn't ready to spend an evening alone. I was going to tell her that she could still hang out here while we were gone. And she looked at me and said, "Don't you have any effing friends you can go with?" Imagine.
Oh my god.
Oh, that's not in the sense that
no.
And I just blew the F up. "Don't you have any other effing friends you can go bother?" That's in quotes. She said that to her. And she called me selfish for monopolizing my husband and I had enough, and I told her to get the F out of my house and not to come back ever. Ian has been trying to calm things down between us, but it spiraled out of control fast, and he ended up escorting Jenna out and telling her that he'd come to visit her in a few days, but he would be backing my decision because of how she spoke to me. I was happy for his support and still am, but it's been a few days and I just feel bad about it all around. I should have been more understanding of her, but I also feel like she should have treated me more respectfully, and I'm not sure if I really overreacted.
Okay, first of all, I applaud her husband for sticking
Finally,
with her.
a man does something right in these stories.
Yes, because I feel like the men are always like...
Besides John.
Yeah, exactly. But like most men would go with the friend and be like, oh, she's in a time of need. Blah, blah, blah.
And because they've known each other for so long.
Yeah, so they would have been like, oh, let me go like help her out. I'm so happy he was like, you know what? No, it's her birthday. We're going to go celebrate. I'm going to back her up. And also the friend completely out of pocket. I'm sorry.
That's
do you not have self-awareness as well?
It's his wife's birthday.
Yeah, his wife's... Exactly. Like, I'm sorry.
Girl, they can go out for dinner.
They're going to leave you for a few hours. You're going to be okay. That's crazy.
Okay, there's two situations. Before we read any comments and any more like edits, she either is very dependent just on anybody in her life.
Yeah, like codependency.
Yeah, or she's into Ian.
I don't think she's into Ian.
Okay, good.
Because if that was the case, I feel like it would have been obvious that she was into him. Yeah. I think she just needs the support, and because they've known each other for so long, she feels like she can really depend on him.
Like he owes...
Not that he owes it to her, but because...
I was going to say that. That's terrible.
That'd be terrible. No, I don't think it's that he owes it to her. I just think that, like, if you're really close to somebody for so long, and then something happens to you, you feel like you can depend on that person to kind of have your back. But I feel like she's taking it overboard to where she's like, no,
living in their house and
living in their house.
Do.
Exactly. And then for her to say that, doesn't she have any friends? I'm sorry.
She wants to spend her birthday with her husband.
Yeah.
Sue her.
Literally sue her. Like, that's insane to me.
Nuts. But yeah, everyone agrees, not the a-hole.
Not the a-hole.
And the top comment says, grief is an explanation, not an excuse.
Exactly.
She's leaning far too much on your husband, and for her to insult and swear at you for spending time with your husband on your birthday is completely out of pocket.
It is completely out of pocket.
Yeah. Props to your husband for backing you.
Yeah, I love him. I love John.
John?
What is his name?
Ian. John was from the last.
I'm crocheting.
Your universes are...
I'm not here anymore.
That wasn't you.
Okay. Ian. We love Ian. Ian, thumbs up.
Wait, but it says, props to your husband for backing... Wait, did I read that part already?
Yeah, for backing you up.
But he needs to lay down the law with this woman like yesterday. This should not have gone on as long as it has.
True.
Yeah.
But I also don't think he expected it to get that bad. You know what I mean? Because if it was just... I think she said that... Whoa, that was crazy.
Oh, that's crazy.
Anyway,
what was that? James?
What was that? Because I think she said in her story that she was only staying there for a few days, right? She had been staying at their house for a few days.
Actually, I don't
so
remember.
If it had been a few days, I understand why maybe he hadn't like
every single day since.
Oh, but she didn't say how long it had been? Just kidding. Because I was going to say, if it had been a few days, understandable. Like, I think max a week.
Well, at the beginning it says every day since, but then at the end it says, I couldn't stand to see a happy cap. Wait.
Capel.
Whoa. Never mind. That doesn't even make sense what I was going to say anyways.
A happy capel.
That's humiliating.
I think it's great.
But yeah, I agree. I think a week.
I think a few days is fine, but if she's been there for like a couple months, I think it's pay rent, girl.
Yeah.
Pay rent. No, literally. I just don't understand the audacity to be like, don't you have any effing friends you can ask?
Yeah.
I'm sorry. Literally, don't you have any friends to go bother?
Yeah.
Like, is Ian your only friend?
Embarrassing.
No. It says, wow, not the a-hole. Nobody's talking to me like that in my own home.
Mm-hmm.
I disagree with people. Oh, some people think Jenna's not the a-hole because she needs support. What an interesting devil's advocate. I'm going to try and find a comment.
Okay, I also disagree with that because I feel like, yeah, in a way she is grieving, but there has to be a limit to your behavior because, like somebody said, it's not an excuse.
It says she's crossing the line by being hostile towards her friend's spouse. She got a well-deserved GTFO.
Yeah.
GTFO.
GTFO.
Some of them I can't phonetically
Limo.
like Jabol.
What do you mean?
Jabol just burst out laughing.
I have never heard that in my entire life. That's a first for me.
I'm extending your vernacular every time we record an episode.
That's crazy.
I think that's a Twitter thing, to be honest.
What was it? Gotta burst out laughing?
Just burst out laughing, Jabol. We jabble all the time.
If you say so.
We jabble.
Or no. Absolutely not. I beg your finest pardon.
That's what you need to say after saying finest.
Oh my god, Mango's like, shut up. Enough. We're not on a yacht right now.
I'm like, do we look like we would own yachts?
Absolutely.
Wait, there's one that just says YTA, and then there's another one that says a-hole.
What are they? Oh, but they don't have an explanation.
No.
They're the problematic ones. They would be Jenna's.
There's Jenna's. Oh, yikes.
They are. That's probably why.
You're such a Jenna.
Sorry to all the Jennas out there. Nothing personal.
So far, we've insulted the Seans,
the Johns,
the Thomases, the Jennas, the Cians.
Yikes! I apologize. This is my personality.
Oh, I thought you were gonna say this is my apology.
This is my apology. It's like a notes app apology.
Oh, I found one that has -2 votes. So that means that it's bad opinions. It says, you owe Jenna an apology, but I'm fairly sure you won't be getting the apology you deserve from her. So how upset is Ian with Jenna? How much does he regret the situation now? How much is he missing her? I would have a discussion with Ian, thanking him for backing you up, but express your regret for the loss of his friendship. See how he feels. Then it's up to you how far you are prepared to go.
Yeah, dumb vote. I don't think it matters what Ian. I mean, it matters, but I don't think his friendship ended.
Yeah, I'm sure, especially because he said he would go visit her in a few days.
Yeah, so I don't think it ended. He already said that he was like backing up the wife's decision, so I don't understand why she needs to like double check with Ian. I'm pretty sure they know what their feelings are on this. And I don't know if she has to check with him.
I truly don't think that the OPs has to do anything. Like, I know she feels bad, but she was insulted in her own home. Like, that's not her fault.
On her birthday.
It says, I would write a letter expressing your regret at how the situation arose. Say that you apologize for your part in it and are sure her words, hurtful as they are, were spoken in grief, and that you guessed that she would agree things went too far. Suggest meeting in neutral surroundings. Take her out for a meal during in which you can mend fences but also set boundaries. If she fails to respond, then put this behind you. She will have her own narrative and you will have no influence on that. XX. Well, that's not right.
I disagree. Downvote it.
On it.
So, would I be the a-hole for reporting my friend to CPS if she doesn't allow her ex-husband to adopt her daughter? And this is from r/am I the a-hole? I, 30 female, have a friend named Pam, 30 female. Pam has an ex-husband named Ollie, 27 male, who is engaged. You're fine. Who is engaged to Cassie or Cassie?
I would say Cassie.
Cassie, 27 male. Pam also has a daughter named Ivy, 10 female. Pam,
a lot of names.
I know. It's fine. She keeps track. It's okay.
Oh, good.
Pam broke up with Ollie 2 years ago after she caught him cheating on her. Ollie is not Ivy's biological father, but had been on the verge of adopting Ivy when they broke up. After the divorce, Ollie was unable to get custody of Ivy and has been fighting to see her ever since. 3 months ago, Pam was diagnosed with cancer. Upon finding this out, Ollie and Cassie offered to adopt Ivy so she wouldn't go into foster care. Pam freaked out and tried to get a restraining order on Ollie and Cassie. Pam asked her cousin, 26 female, and her husband, 25 male, to adopt Ivy, and they agreed. However, I feel like Ivy is choosing to get revenge on Ollie over doing what is best for her daughter. I think she meant to say Pam. However, I feel like Pam is choosing to get revenge on Ollie over doing what is best for her daughter, since I feel if given the choice, she would have allowed Ivy to go into foster care rather than let Ollie and Cassie take her. Also, Pam's cousin and her husband already have 2 children, so I don't know if they are going to possibly be able to look after a third and give her a good life. I'm scared for Ivy, since I feel that by making her one of 3 children, she is inevitably going to end up being neglected and ignored, while Ollie and Cassie could give her all of their attention. Ollie and Cassie, between them, make over 120,000 euros a year, while Pam's cousin and her husband only make about 70,000 euros a year between them. So it's very obvious with who Ivy is going to get a better life. I tried to talk some sense into Pam, but she won't listen. It has got to the point where she is threatening to go to, what's NC? North Carolina?
Yes.
I don't know what NC stands for in this
Newcastle.
case. Newcastle?
Well, they're in Europe, aren't they?
Yeah.
So why would they go to North Carolina?
I don't know. So it's just threatening to go to NC.
I'm sorry. Ivy is
Pam's daughter.
Okay.
Yeah. So, it has gotten to the point that she's threatening to go to, I'm assuming it's like the police or something. If I don't enable her. Pam says that she feels that Ollie was abusive towards her, but apart from cheating, he never abused her or Ivy. I feel Pam is screwing herself over since Ivy is going to end up resenting her. Since Ivy is going to end up resenting her and longing for the better life she could have had. Would I be the a-hole for reporting my friend to CPS if she doesn't allow her ex-husband to adopt her?
Whoa.
Yeah, you are the a-hole.
If she doesn't
let her ex-husband adopt her.
Oh.
So Ollie, the ex-husband, is not Ivy's biological dad.
Yeah.
But I guess he raised her for a period of time, so he wants to still
He was
see
gonna
her.
adopt her.
Yeah. My thing with this is the friend, it's not your daughter to be influencing your decisions on that.
Yeah.
You don't know if Ollie was actually abusive towards her or not.
It was just an assumption, right?
Yeah, it was just an assumption because she said, Pam says that she feels Ollie was abusive towards her, but apart from cheating, he never abused her or Ivy. Where's your proof in that? Because at the end of the day, it was Pam's relationship. I don't think you were in there 24/7.
Especially if you plan on reporting that somewhere. You don't have any proof.
Exactly. And so I really don't think that you can just be saying that, no, he wasn't abusive because I said so. You know? And
just
then,
from what I've gathered.
Yeah, and then she also said that her cousin and the husband that agreed that they could adopt Ivy, she's already assuming that they're not going to give her a good life and that she's going to be neglected.
Yeah, that's
which how do you know that? Because Ollie and Cassie don't have any children. Yeah, they might make more income, but what if they don't know how to take care of a child and then she's going to be neglected
especially
that way?
When that's already not a baby, you know?
Yeah, exactly. And then they already have 2 kids, so they know how to treat children and they will probably know what to do. I don't know. At least to me, that was a little bit off-putting how she like automatically just thinks that she's gonna have a bad life if she goes with a cousin.
Yeah.
Plus, these are like her actual relatives. Even if Ollie was like raising her for a little bit, maybe she doesn't feel comfortable going with him.
Yeah.
You don't know. Nobody's asking Ivy what she wants.
Yeah.
She's 10.
And that sucks because there was one part that you said it seems like she'd rather put her in foster care
than go with Ollie. So really, you don't know how bad the situation must have been.
Because foster care is not good. Yeah.
I mean, I don't know how it is in Europe, but
I would imagine it's the same everywhere because it's the same premise. But I'm like, if you're wishing that over
going with Ollie I would trust the mom. Like, and also she has cancer. She's going through things, and you're going to report her to CPS just because you want the ex-husband to adopt the babe, like the girl.
That's nuts.
I think that's crazy.
Wait, okay, remind me, is this OP related?
She's just a friend.
Imagine airing all that out just as a friend, a passer.
She's just a friend. It says, I have a friend named Pam. So, one, I don't think it's any of your business, if I'm being honest. I really don't
why is she so involved?
I don't know, but I really don't think she should be. So I'm going to read a few of the comments. Yes. It says, you're the a-hole. Also, is this legit because you messed up the names at least once, referring to Pam as Ivy? By the way, is pure speculation on your part. There doesn't seem to be any real reason that you have for thinking this. And it's a hypothetical anyway. CPS doesn't step in based on hypotheticals. She would have let her go into foster care. Okay. And your other half-baked ideas about Pam. Your friend is going through a sad and tragic ordeal, and you want to call Child Protective Services on her because she has lined up a family member instead of her ex to take custody of her daughter. You're laughably out of touch with reality. What Pam has set up for Ivy is perfectly reasonable, and it's her prerogative to not leave her daughter to her cheating ex who has no biological tie to the girl. Some friend you are, Ivy is not being mistreated, and if you can't find it in yourself to be a supportive friend, you should get out of the way. And then somebody said, former CPS, Social Security here, there isn't even anything reportable as outlined. The only thing that the court would look into was the circumstances of the childless father. Then they could decide if he could care for the child. You're the a-hole.
Yeah.
Oops, you're the a-hole. And then it said another few comments are like, you're the a-hole. What would you call CPS for? Pam is making her own decision over who should raise her daughter. This is not CPS worthy. Yes, Pam should cut contact with you immediately. You are not someone she needs in her life.
No, literally.
Ollie made his bed. He no longer has any ties to the child due to his own actions by cheating on her. Another one says, you're the a-hole. This is not your daughter, in all caps. This is not your daughter.
Yeah.
You're a selfish person, and you need to stop including yourself into something that has nothing to do with you. She is the legal guardian, and she can do as she pleases. If she doesn't want to leave her daughter with Ollie, then guess what? She won't. You need to butt out of people's lives and grow up. Focus on your own, because clearly there's flaws in yours if you don't continue to be a nosy mouse in a situation that doesn't concern you.
Oh, nosy mouse is great.
I know. I don't care if they're your friends, in quotations. Ollie is entitled. That is not his blood, and he doesn't get to make a choice for her. Thankfully, since nor you or Ollie matter legally, then you can't do anything. Call CPS if you want. They're not going to do anything but laugh in your face for ever thinking that's going to do anything. What's your solution? To have the cheating a-hole get custody of Ivy even if her mom is dying? Even if her dying mom doesn't agree with it.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Yeah, I agree.
A-hole.
A-hole. Wow. I'm like, I don't think we've had an a-hole yet.
I feel like we've had an a-hole.
Well, Jenna.
Yeah, Jenna.
No,
Wait,
but
did we?
Jenna was the a-hole.
Did we have any before that? I don't remember.
I don't know.
That was an hour ago.
No, but I just don't think that that's
It's none of her business to begin with.
I don't understand why she's so involved. Like,
why does she really want Ollie to take it? Like, I don't understand why the obsession to have Ollie have.
She's like, no, Ollie deserves
Ollie. Like, I'm sorry.
Okay.
Does Ollie like poop out gold or something?
Yeah.
Like,
I don't even know like how to say it. He doesn't get to. Neither of them get to decide.
Exactly, but that's what that like, one was saying.
If it's her wishes, like, honor them. Like,
yeah, especially if you're the friend. Like, even if my friend was making a decision that I personally don't agree with, I'm going to support them because at the end of the day,
you're not
my issue. It's not my problem.
And to call CPS is crazy because you know what? They will take into consideration what happened between Ollie and her, and they will, you know, like, I don't know. Like, it's not just like, oh, well, Ollie makes money, so he gets to have the child.
120 a year. And the other one only makes 70 francs, if you will.
Like, okay, that doesn't mean
that they're going to be able to take care of her properly. Yeah, I don't know. It made me mad when I read it. I was like, bruh.
And Ivy probably wants to be with her family.
Yeah, because she probably feels more comfortable. I mean, I don't know how the situation was, so I can't say maybe she's right or not. But based on what you're telling us,
I think there's enough information to conclude that
you're the a-hole. So I wanted to get your like opinion because I was watching something earlier, not related to any of the things we just talked about. Moving on. So earlier I was watching this video and it's about like main character syndrome. What do you think about that? Like being the main character. Well, do you think it has its limits? Do you think it's good? I'm going to give you an example later, but I want to get your input first.
Okay. Well, I think it's funny to say that. I think I've said it in the podcast before, not to be the main character, but I definitely think there's people that really, really think that they are. And I think that's, I don't know if selfish is the right word, but it's like kind of narcissistic, a little ew. I don't want to hear how that sounds on audio. I don't know. I definitely think that some people go way overboard when it comes to being the main character.
Yeah, I agree.
And I don't think that you should be excused for anything because you're
the main character. Okay, I agree. I feel like sometimes it's good, like especially if you feel like you need a confidence booster or you need to romanticize your life or whatever it is, you know?
Oh, but I feel like it's different to romanticize your life than it is
to be the main character. Yeah. I think in some occasions, for sure, be the main character, like on your birthday or during a special event or whatever it is, or if you
a vacation.
Or if you have a performance or whatever it is, you're allowed to do that. But if you're just like, I'm going to show you the examples because I was like, I need to show her.
Geez. I'm excited.
People who have like the main character
syndrome.
Yep.
Do you think you're main character?
Absolutely not.
I feel like I know some people who think that they're the main character, and it's just like pick me vibes.
Yeah, exactly.
While she looks, this is what I've got. It really doesn't look like much.
It doesn't.
It's like 2 hours worth of work.
Here it is. Okay, so here's one.
Wait, let me do 3. It's stuck. I split the yarn.
Okay, I'm gonna show you one and you're gonna be mad. It says, me, a guest at my friend's wedding, ignoring the brownie table and confidently cutting myself a slice of her wedding cake, thinking, uh-oh, they forgot to serve it to everyone else. I know better now.
Why is someone recording her instead of saying stop?
Because she probably did it on purpose. She was probably like, oh, record me really quick.
Ew. See, that's pick me vibes.
Pick me vibes and like main character. And then there's the other one that's like,
Nicole, if you cut my wedding cake before I cut my wedding cake.
I would never. How would you feel if you were on a flight? Or like this lady. She just like took out her guitar.
Country road. Oh. Oh my gosh.
Says we got stranded on our plane in Iceland for 10 hours due to 115-kilometer winds. Luckily, we had our instruments on the plane and decided to start a sing-along.
Well, lucky them.
Yeah.
No, because...
And she did the same thing in an elevator.
And an elevator is crazy because there's no escape.
They were stuck in an elevator, see?
Does she know only one song?
Apparently. The guy's like, fucking kill me.
One more time.
Okay, listen.
It's really bad. And then there's that one lady that got
This Grammy-nominated artist.
that one.
Bobby Storm is a Grammy.
Bobby Storm. She was on a plane and she just started singing, and she's a gospel singer, and she just started singing really, really loud, and one of the flight attendants came up to her and was like, you need to stop that. And she was like, why are you gonna tell me to stop? Like, she was going crazy to this man, and just because he told her to stop, I'm like, dude, look. Like, she was singing.
Looking around for...
They're enjoying it. So while we're sitting here, can I please?
I'm not enjoying it, so I'm asking you, can you be quiet?
Okay.
Oh my gosh.
Just because she wanted to, like, sing on the plane.
Karen
It's like,
vibes.
yeah.
Okay, my thing is that I am all for the fine arts, the performances. I think it's really cool when someone's talented and can do something like that.
Yeah, agreed.
But I do think that there's a time and a place for it.
Agreed.
And I don't think when you're stuck in a
10-hour flight.
Yeah, when you're stuck in a tin machine, thousands of miles. How high do they go?
Yeah, like 100 and something miles.
Like above ground. If you're gonna do that, do not make me listen to you sing. I mean,
Yeah.
it sounds wrong, but like,
It's like, hey, maybe you could be an amazing singer. I just don't want to hear it when I'm on my flight.
I would like to hear you
Not do that.
anywhere else. I think it's just the idea that if I don't want to hear it, I can't just walk away.
Yeah, because
Like,
you
I'm
can't.
stuck
You're
there.
stuck there. It's like,
Oh.
I would rather God strike us with a lightning bolt than, like, listen to West Virginia.
Nah, mama. Just like, why that song?
I know.
too?
There's so many songs to pick from.
I think it's because people think that that's a song that everybody knows, you know?
I don't know. But I wanted to get your input on it because in the morning I was like, I think I would go insane and I would go off on someone. I would be like, can you?
Oh, yeah, when
Be
she
quiet?
asks, what do you guys think?
I'd be like, shut up.
That's an
Like, I would be that person in the
From
back of the
back corner.
Yeah. Like in that one SpongeBob episode where he's
I
like,
had
oh,
to
brother.
This guy stinks.
Oh, brother, this guy
Stinks. Yeah. I would do something like that from the back of the bed. I'd be like, can you shut up?
like the part where she's like,
I'm trying to sleep.
one more time. Oh, brother.
Disgusting. I know. And she's like, one more time. It's like,
That part-
absolutely not.
That part would also make me mad because I'd be like,
Nobody's
the song's-
jamming
the
along.
song's finally over. And she's like, one more
And
time.
then you like shit. They look around the plane and everybody's like this.
Yeah, nobody's attention.
jamming.
Like, Miss Girl, this is not the exposure that you want.
And this is not the time and place.
You need
Go to an open mic.
karaoke night.
Yeah.
Like, everyone's going to enjoy it at karaoke night. Be
Everybody's
serious.
going to listen to
Yeah.
people sing. Nobody on the plane said, ooh, live music on the plane.
Ugh, I'm so bored. I wish there was a live performance right now. Oh, again.
One more time. Oh, yes.
with their
with their vodkas. No, they wouldn't have sodas. They would have straight vodka.
with their vodkas.
With their martinis.
With their dirty martinis.
A double martini. Is that a thing?
I don't know.
Not a drinker. A Manhattan, if you will.
They're
An old fashioned. A
they're
whiskey
red
sour.
wines. Whiskey sour is crazy on the plane. Straight whiskey.
Please.
No ice. No rocks.
The plane takes off, it's like, whoa! Oh, that's a little turbulent, isn't it?
Again. One more time.
West Virginia. How would a person like that even sing that song?
I don't even
I
want
was
to.
just waiting for your try.
I was going to, but I'm embarrassed.
It's off the record.
Yeah. West. I know.
West Virginia.
Yeah, they don't even sing. They just do stand-up
Make me
poetry.
hard.
True about. I can't.
I'm dead.
Oh yes.
Oh yes.
The person. Should I keep going?
Yes.
Yes. It's this. It's these cups are perfect. Yours is so like light, and I'm like,
You're like, it's gonna fall. I barely even have anything.
I know, same. Let's finish them off.
Cheers.
Cheers to not being the main character. I was like, I need to speak fast, and you were like,
I said cheers. I went for it. You took too long. That's so funny.
No. Do you know anybody that would do something like that?
Yeah, absolutely.
I feel like I do too.
If you've made it this far into the episode, thank you so much for listening. And we hope you enjoyed our little Am I the A-hole stories and our input.
Yes. I hope you guys... Do you think any of our listeners do something while they listen to us?
Do you guys crochet when you listen to us?
Yeah, I'm like, when I listen to things, I crochet.
Yeah. No idea.
Let us know what you do.
Yeah, if you have any hobbies. But
if any of our...
yeah, because I don't know, maybe you like to stare at us while we talk.
Yeah.
But thank you so much for listening. Make sure you like, subscribe, share, do all of the things.
Yes, make sure you follow us on TikTok and on Instagram. We just made an Instagram account, so go follow us there. Yeah, just make sure you follow us because we have been busting our booties to post on social medias for real.
Again, thank you.
Yes.
And we'll see you guys soon.
Bye.